Hello everybody, thanks for stopping by Greg's Beer Reviews today. It's about that time. Let's go take that walk and see what's in the fridge today. Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by Greg's Beer Reviews today. We did a re-review yesterday of Surly's beer, and we're going to do a re-review of this one. We did their Furious yesterday, and we're going to do the Abrasive Ale. I reviewed both of these in 2012, guys, and I think 2015 is long enough to wait to review them again, re-review them again. So this was sent to me by UNDRINKABLE. This is, I don't think it has it written on here. The other one had the ABV written on it, but I don't see it on this particular version. And they kind of need to do that. They need to have at least the ABV. According to Rate Beer and Beer Advocate, they say it's 9%, but they were wrong on yesterday's beer, so I'm not exactly sure that's accurate. So, no, it doesn't have it anywhere on the can, so I would like to see them do that. Yeah, y'all put it on the other can, so why is it not on this can? I don't understand that, guys. Guys up at Surly, you make a great product, but need the ABV on there so we know what we're drinking without having to go to some website somewhere. The IBUs would be nice too, but I'd rather see the ABV. If you're going to put one and not the other, at least put the ABV on there so we know what we're drinking, because you're drinking 9% beer and you're not aware of what you're drinking, because your beers are made so well. A lot of times the alcohol is so well hidden you don't know what you're drinking until you get up and then you're staggering around, or if you're trying to drive somewhere you're in trouble. So, and they date their stuff usually, but this one has nothing on the bottom of the can. No, it's written in gray on a gray can. It says canned. It's digitized too. Can. They've got a different dating thing going on here because it's usually stamped on the very bottom, and this is some kind of digitized printing on the bottom, and it says canned on 02/06/15. Very light. I mean, for a minute when I looked at it, I didn't see any print, but it does have it digitized on the can, so they've changed their dating machine evidently, especially on this particular version or on this line. If those two beers are done on two different lines, so. But anyway. When I did it back in 2012, I thought it was world class. I thought it was outstanding. So we'll see if it's changed any, and see what this one brings, guys. So UNDRINKABLE, thanks for sending these, because I cannot get Surly beers here in Virginia. This is an Imperial Double IPA, 9% according to Rate Beer and Beer Advocate, and they're saying the IBUs are 120. So they've kicked it up a notch on the ABV from the Furious, and also kicked up the IBUs. So 120, that's almost to the limit that the human palate can taste. Once you start getting above the 120s, it becomes, the human palate can't detect the bitterness there. So it's at the maximum there. I don't know if you'd want to go any further than that. Like, I have had a McKellar beer where they said the IBUs were 1,000. I don't know. Don't really believe that. I mean, it would have been so bitter. I don't think it was a gimmick as far as I'm concerned. So, and McKellar makes some great beers. Don't get me wrong, but 1,000 IBUs, that's kind of hard to believe. All right, this one, it says commercial description. Sure, we're abrasive. We were abrasive long before we were Surly. If you visit the brewery, You can still see the remnants of the industrial manufacturing factory Omar's parents ran for 35 years within these same four walls. Bandsaw blades, grinding wheels, sanding discs came long before ales and lagers. But let's be honest, this is a lot more fun. I agree. I have sanding discs and bandsaw blades and everything where I work at the cabinet shop, and doesn't excite me too much. Drinking beer does. Drinking good beer does, anyway. It says here, that pale in color, this overhopped, underbrewed double IPA has almost twice the amount of hops and malt crammed in the can. Seasonal between March and April. So, and this was done in February, so still pretty fresh for a beer that I cannot get here. So, thanks to UNDRINKABLE for sending it down. I do appreciate it, brothers. These beers were so tasty when I had them back in 2012. I'm really looking forward to doing those. And the one yesterday was outstanding. It got the 10. So let's see if this one it does the same. So let's go over to the food pairings. The double IPAs and the IPAs have just a little different cuisine. Cuisine is barbecue on the double IPAs instead of the curried and the Thai food. But that is just suggestions from these sites. Whatever you like to drink, if you want pizza or hot dogs or steaks or whatever you like to drink with your IPAs and double IPAs, by golly, do it. Don't let nobody tell you any different. If you like it, make yourself happy, guys. That's what I say. Cheeses here: peppery Monterey, pepper jack, sharp blue cheddar, more pungent cheeses. And the meat is game, grilled meat, and salmon. Glass for a snifter typical oversized wine glass. I got the solvent beer glass, and it says here can be cellared because of the ABV, but it's a hop forward beer. It's a double IPA, so don't sell it. Drink it fresh, guys. It says fresh beer, keep it cool. Beer for a glass from a can. So let's pop the top on this thing, and while I'm pouring, guys, only 2 openers left. Got a yellow and a gray. If any one of those colors will work for you, give me a shout and let me know. I'm about ready to order another batch, but I got to get rid of these 2 first. So. This pours a little more golden than the one yesterday. Yesterday it was almost a crimson color. So I don't know. They're probably not using the Golden Promise malt on this one. I'm not sure. It doesn't say, but with the goldenness of it, I would think not, because the malt they used on yesterday's beer was a lot darker. Alright, over into the light. This has got a serious cloudiness to it. I cannot see the bulb through this one, guys. I can see light through it, but I cannot see the bulb. Very orange and tangerine in color. Good looking beer with that pour, about a finger of head. Good looking beer in a glass. Let's give it a whiff. What do you think? Let's get it on. Ooh, this has got a much more pungent hop presence than the one we did yesterday. It was nice. It was very pleasant, but this is intense. The pine and grapefruit is off the chain, guys. It is twice what yesterday's beer was. Of course, it's a double. And I do like a nice double IPA. I mean, the flavors, the malt is increased, the hops are increased. I mean, and that's the way it is in the craft beer industry. Bigger, better, bolder, more intense, blow your hair back, knock your socks off, all that kind of stuff on your doubles and imperials. Pine, grapefruit, mango, oranges, tangerines. Intense hop aroma on this beer. It is intense, guys. Like I tell you this all the time. If I made a cologne that smelled like this, I'd buy it. I would. This time, what do you think? Let's give it a whiff and a taste. The whiff is gone. The taste is coming. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, E1. Cheers, Vossi. Incredible. The aroma and the taste on this beer. My scale goes to 10. This beer goes to 11. Wow. That is some kind of impressive. I mean, it's so smooth, so easy drinking. 9%, it is so well balanced and so well made. Just a slight trace of the alcohol. No booziness whatsoever. Man, I've had 8%ers, 7%ers that are more boozy than this. That is so delicious, guys. And it's right out of the fridge at 40 degrees, so we're going to let it warm up a little bit and let those flavors get a little more intense, like we always do. And take it back before I sit here and drink it all in front of you, which I could do, then I'd regret that. You sip on it for a while, might even fire up a punch bare knuckle cigar, and we'll come back and do the final chug and grade on this one. Pretty damn impressive. It's, like I said, my scale goes to 10, and I think this beer may be an 11. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Got just a little left here. Very tasty. Been sipping on this probably about 35, 40, 45 minutes. It's up to room temperature now. And I see a lot of guys post that they get a lot of onion taste from the double IPAs and stuff. I can see where that comes from, but I don't know if that's from the barley they use or the hops that they're using on this particular one, and they're using Citra and Warrior hops. And if I try to concentrate on that, I get a slight hint of that, but it's definitely nothing that's overpowering or off-putting on the beer. And I've read that on several other double IPA reviews and stuff. People saying, all I get, like I had somebody say on the Enjoy by, all I'm getting is onions. I'm going, really? I mean, if I concentrate on that, I might be able to pick up a little bit of the onions or a scallion taste, but it's definitely not one of the forward flavors of the beer. So I don't look for onions in a beer. So and if that's all you're getting in the beer, I hate that for you, because I don't want to drink a beer that tastes like onions. It's not a flavor that I look forward to having in a beer. So let's do the final chug on this one, guys. To me, I'm getting pine and grapefruit. It's very citrusy. I'm getting tropical fruit notes, mango and apples or pears. Definitely some oranges in there. Very citrusy from the grapefruit to the oranges. And the onions would be on the back burner if I could detect or slightly taste any onions in the beer. But the other flavors are overpowering any onion taste that I would get on this beer. So I don't know if it's your palate hadn't quite developed to that stage, or you've got a bad batch, or a bad bottle or can. But I don't get a lot of onions in the beers that I review, especially the IPAs or the double IPAs. So to me, it's very pleasant. There's nothing off-putting in the beer to me. I would like to, on this particular one, I would like to see them put an ABV on the can, so we'll know we're drinking a 9%er. If it's not written on the can anywhere, and you don't have any kind of device to look anything up, you're just taking your chances. And if you're drinking it out in a bar or a pub, whether they're serving it to you in a can and you're pouring it in a glass, or you're getting it on tap, probably they would know that it's a 9%. They would have it on the board somewhere from where you were ordering from. But if you're drinking it out of the can and it's not on draft, you have no idea how big a beer you're drinking. And if you drink several of these, you might be looking down the long arm of Johnny Law if you try to drive somewhere after you've had 2 or 3, maybe even 4 of these in a one-night setting. If you drink 4 of these in a one-night setting, you damn sure are going to have your buzz going on, no doubt about it in my mind. So, but anyway, guys, for me, this beer was awesome. It was a step above what I had yesterday. The short-term memory loss. I mean, getting old sucks, guys. They're surly furious is what we did yesterday, and it was a 10 beer. And like I said earlier on there, my scale only goes to 10, and this may be an 11, so it's definitely a 10 beer to me. Very, 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 did I say very? Very tasty. I would buy this all the time if I could get my hands on it. I wish they would come to Virginia, I really do. So, save up your money, Surly. Expand your brewery. Ship them to Virginia. Alright guys, let's go see what everybody else thinks. Over to Beer Advocate, they say it's 100, where they were down 96, I think, on yesterday's beer. And Ray Beer says 100 overall, 100 in the style. So we got 100, 100, 100, and a 10 for me. If it would go to 11, I'd give it 11. So it's definitely a beer worth picking up if you're a hophead and you like the double IPAs. This is damn tasty. So if you can get your hands on it, pick it up, give it a try. And if you've had it, let me know what you think, guys. And let's go see what's in the fridge tomorrow. See everybody then.